Welcome to this training segment on EnRoutePro. This training video is targeted at new EnRoutePro users who will load and use the application on their personal iPhone. This video will briefly show new users how to install and use the features of EnRoutePro to receive call notifications, indicate your response status, and find turn-by-turn directions to the incident scene. First, if you are a new user, you must be in contact with your agency's EnRoutePro administrator. They will need your correct name, title, email address, and cell phone number to set you up in EnRoutePro. Working with them, you can choose to receive a text message with a link and responder ID from the EnRoutePro administrator at your agency, or you can get an email with a login and password. Either way works. Most responders find that the responder ID approach is easier since there are no passwords to remember. However, if you serve in multiple agencies that utilize EnRoutePro, you will want to use the email address password route so that you can sign in and out as you change shifts. To install the software, click on the link provided in the text. It will take you to the correct App Store for your phone, or you can go directly to the App Store from your home screen on your phone. Search term to use is EnRoutePro. Once you've installed the software, you will want to set a few settings up in Application Settings. To access this, choose the setting options from your home screen. Choose General, then Software Update, and see if your iOS version is current. Here, version 13.3 is shown. The current version of EnRoutePro requires that you have iOS 12 or higher, so this version is compatible. Then, scroll down to the application settings for EnRoutePro as shown here. The location option is generally set to always, which allows EnRoutePro to track your location at all times. This will need to be enabled for other responders to see your location even if you don't happen to be using the app at that particular time. You will then want to allow EnRoutePro to access notifications. You will typically want to receive notifications even when the phone is locked, or get a banner if it is not locked. You will typically want to have sound on so you hear the tones, and you will want to set the background app refresh to yes. Test mode should be set to no unless working with tech support. Overall, this is how these settings should look. Now, launch EnRoutePro from your home screen. Choose the option whether to enter a responder ID or a login password. In this case, we will choose an email password combination. We will enter those here from the email that we received. Choose the agency we are logging into. This option will only appear if you are registered with more than one agency that uses EnRoutePro. Then choose to enter in as an individual, not an apparatus. Now we have the software installed and we've successfully logged in. The screen you see first is called the home screen. This is where you will land when you open the application. Every other screen in the application provides a home button in the upper left-hand corner to return here, no matter where you are at in the application. Now that you are in, we need to set your status, found in the upper right. There are multiple options shown for you to choose, but they boil down to two. If you choose an option that indicates you are available, you will receive notifications for new incidents, and other responders will be able to track your location during an incident. If you choose an option that indicates you are not available, you will not receive calls, and your location will not appear on system screens. Now that we are in, there are a few more settings to update. Touch the gear icon. Your first choice shown here is the Map Book Sync mode. Use this to identify which agency documents you want to download into your phone ahead of time. These documents are available on your phone even if you drive out of Wi-Fi or cell coverage areas. We recommend that phone users select My Agency only to preserve the available memory in your phone. Each agency varies somewhat on what documents they publish electronically. Contact lists and agency map pages are very common, and many also publish pre-fire surveys for commercial buildings. Less common are landing zone protocol and other forms. In a few minutes, we will show you how to access the library that is loaded on your phone and discover what you have available. Next, choose the option to sync personnel and apparatus lists. As apparatus and people come and go in your agency, you will want to periodically resync this to get the latest information. For notification settings, select the tone you want to hear when a call comes in. You can choose individual tones for each team you are enrolled in. Many agencies don't have teams and have all calls go to all personnel, in which case you choose one tone. Then, select the default navigation app. We recommend Google to ensure that you have a similar result to Android users who do not have access to Apple Maps. Then, we recommend you select Keep App Alive in Background to Yes. This allows the app to immediately launch from a notification of a call received. If you select No, you will get better battery performance, but there will typically be a delay to launch the app after a call has come in. We now have the application configured and you are ready to use it as a responder. Let's return to the home screen and simulate how you would receive and handle a call notification. When you receive a call, simply touch the inbound call, which will always be the green bubble. Touching the bubble will result in a prompt for you to indicate your response status. Except for this first call, this will be a single touch and you can put your phone in your pocket and head to the station or scene now. However, the first time you respond to a call, the app will ask you for more information. Choose your normal response status. In future calls, this choice will be remembered and you won't have to be asked again. But you can deviate from your normal response status by touching the gear icon at the right of the response bar. Legacy customers will recognize that the response options have been expanded in this new version. You can also obtain turn-by-turn directions from your current location to the incident scene by touching the blue bar at the top. Briefly shown here, use of this feature is more common for out-of-area mutual aid responses. Once you've set your response status, note the call details you can see. These will vary dispatch center by dispatch center. If your agency used other tools before, such as Active 911, you will note the similarity. Unlike Active 911, however, in EnRoutePro, responders can add to call details by choosing the Add Note option as shown here. We'll also check out 3 other features of the app. These will less commonly be used from the personal iPhone, but the features are there if you need them. First, touch the book icon on the bottom red bar. This brings up the library screen where you can peruse the documents you selected in settings. An entry with a folder icon is just that, a folder with other documents or folders beneath. An entry without a folder is a document that will open. Virtually any document of any kind can be placed here for on-screen retrieval, even if out of cell coverage area. Here, I can select the Map subfolder and open up our city map. This map is zoomable, so I can see my preferred level of detail. I can return, and now I open the gate codes folder and see the various gate codes our agency has collected. I will return and then navigate to my agency's pre-fire plans. Note that I see the whole library. Also note the search field in the upper right. I can quickly narrow my search by entering a street name. You will note that these plans are named using the address of the structure for which the pre-fire survey was done. The EnRoutePro app has been configured to find documents with names that correspond to incident addresses and then notify you if you get a call to that address, so you don't have to search for them. As I receive another call and I mark my response status in that call, note the yellow exclamation point now adjacent to the library icon. This tells you there is a site-specific document available for this call. Touch the icon and the document opens directly without having to search the library. Next, touch the Street View icon on the bottom red bar. If a Google Street View exists for the incident address, a building front view can be seen on your phone, allowing for earlier size-up. Then, touch the House on Fire icon on the bottom red bar to the right. This is often referred to as the Scene View. This screen contains layers of information that you can turn off and on, such as the location of personnel, apparatus, hydrants, and other features. One such layer is a freehand drawing tool that officers can use to annotate the map, as you see where a brush fire footprint is drawn in here. Also on this screen, you can touch the axe icon in the upper right and view who is responding and assignments that have been made by the incident commander. These last few features shown, such as Document Library, Street View, and Scene Manager, work on all devices. However, we find that these features are more easily and comfortably used on larger devices such as iPads, tablets, and laptops. Once you have logged in, the app will generally keep you logged in and you will not usually have to log in again, even if you have to reboot your phone.